Hull City 2, Man United 0. What was that? What was that? You know what? Man United fans, I think there's been a lot of very disingenuous discourse over the summer. I think I've heard people talk about title challenges. I've heard people say Andre Santos is some sick midfielder. We need to be honest. Looking at my Carrick's credentials, you know what? Let's just talk about the game first. So generally, from a tactical point of view, so United, from what I could see, and this is actually something I'm seeing a lot in football, and it's actually quite boring because I feel like every single team defends the same, attacks the same. It's a standard 10.5 split. You get 3 in midfield, and you get your 5 in attack. A lot of times you saw Shaw out wide, and then you would see Dorgu inverted, which I do not agree with. I don't think Dorgu's got the technical feet or the subtlety or the finesse to kind of play in pockets. And on the right, you had Mbeumo, who's high and wide a lot of the time. You had Bruno in the little right half space, and then you had Cunha up front. I think there's real problems with United. I know there's been a lot of optimism amongst the fan base, especially with Sam Baleba, but I think we've got real problems. Firstly, problem I saw the problem that jumped out to me straight away when I saw the lineup was the technical security of this team is a joke. It's a joke. I've just come back from Rome. I should be relaxing, enjoying a good game of football. When you have a team with Mbeumo, Cunha, Dorgu, and Bruno as your front four, you're not getting no technical masterclass. Those guys are all over the place technically. Dorgu's got no finesse. He's just got one gear. He's just driving forward. And Mbeumo, for me, combination play, receiving the ball, all these qualities, for me, he lacks. He can score goals. That's it. If he doesn't score, Bruno Fernandes, technically, always been a very erratic player. He'll create he'll make an unbelievable pass, and the next second he'll mess up a 5-yard pass. Technically very erratic. It's two extremes. He's not secure on the ball. I'm trying to remember. My head's so hot. I'm trying to remember who else played. So we played Dorgu. Cunha as well, another player, technically very erratic, can get the ball, go past 2 players, and then the next second he miscontrol the ball. Like, when you're playing against low blocks, especially against Hull today that played 5 at the back. Sorry if you can see my family next door. When you're playing a team that's playing 5 at the back, 5-4-1 even, and they're very narrow, very compact, you need technical security in between the lines. We just haven't got that. We haven't got that. I thought Bruno was horrendous today. To me, this reminds me of Bruno a couple of years ago, where if he's not scoring or getting assists, his performance is woeful. I thought it was absolutely woeful. Just the lack of technical security. I don't know why my mom was shouting. Anyway, technical security was awful. Cunha, I didn't really see him, really. I mean, I just find him very frustrating. Him and Bruno frustrate the life out of me. Obviously, Bruno's reigning Premier League Player of the Year, but I don't know if you're Carrick and you want to create this possession style of play, how you do that with Bruno in the team. Because Bruno's so direct. There's so many times even today where he could have just played a simple ball out wide, but rather goes direct and just loses the ball. And also kills us defensively because we're all at sea rather than being quite narrow and compact. Because he's all over the place. When we lose the ball, he's not in position. Because he drifts all over the place. I don't know. We defend a 4-4-2. Just never really looked like scoring. I mean, I know the 2 goals were from set pieces, but we just never really looked like scoring for me. I think, again, Carrick, I know he's done very well as the interim. He deserved the job. I mean, I can't deny that. But I just think doing well as the interim and doing well as the proper manager is 2 different things. And again, he's never done it at this level before. So I don't like it when big clubs take gambles when it comes to managers. I think you should be a manager. You've been there, done it. When you come into a place like Man United, that's like, if you're going to be the CEO of Microsoft, you would have been CEO of some other job, some other major company. If you're going to be the CEO of Microsoft, you're probably CEO of Apple or McDonald's or some company that's relative to that level. You're not gonna get someone who is CEO of, like, let's say, CEO of your local chicken shop ends up becoming CEO of McDonald's overnight. Like, it's too big of a jump, you know? That's like being in charge of your local bank and then being in charge of HSBC. Like, it's too big of a progression. And that's the thing with Carrick sometimes, where he's earned the job, but it's like on a long-term basis, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm Carrick out or anything. You know, I love Carrick as a player and I hope he turns around. You know, it's only 1 game. It's still very, very early. Like, I'm not pushing for Carrick to leave. It's still very early days. But that's just a problem that I've had with the appointment. Defensively, I thought Heaven, I don't know, it looks a bit rash today. Maguire tried to play forward a couple of times, like he had a bit of urgency on the ball. Another thing that pissed me off, there was no urgency on the ball in general. It's just very passive. I thought Yuri, the first 20 minutes, looked like he was really trying to progress the ball well. But as the game went on, it's just nothing. Like, it just seemed like there was no one, he wasn't really on the same wavelength as other players, which is normal when you're new. But him and I thought Santos was okay. Recycles the ball well. I haven't seen Santos a lot because he's at Chelsea. I don't really watch Chelsea. He used to be at Chelsea. I don't really watch them a lot. And he's not like he was playing week in, week out. So jury's definitely still out on him. I think I've mentioned everyone. Mazraoui I thought was okay, solid enough. Another thing that pissed me off about Carrick, swapping off Dallo for Carrick. Mazraoui for Dallo, like straight swap. Like, tactically you need to change something. I hate when managers do this. They just do straight swaps when the team's struggling. Like, Rashford came on, I thought it was okay. I thought it gave us a bit of thrust down the wing. But again, like, change the formation. Like, change the patterns. Like, do something, you know? I just thought it was really, really frustrating. I just thought it was a joke. And, yeah, we could forget that title challengers talk, you know? Let's just take it 1 game at a time and hopefully Carrick the boys figure it out. But that's me. I've been inactive because, like I said, I've been on holiday in Rome, which was great. And I'm currently making my 1990 World Cup video on Maradona. Yeah. So, we'll talk soon. Salut.